of beer. So caused quite a sensation. It's a sweet story though. It's very bouncy, like those old prams.
Yeah.
Those old Silver Cross prams. So it's got these snake's head springs, and they've got leather straps. So they come from the body of the chariot. That's what makes it so bouncy. Very comfortable ride there.
That gold one was the same.
Sorry?
See the side of it on this one.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, I take photo already.
Tom did some suspension before she did it.
Oh really?
Yeah, because she got placed and it was absolutely
Because I've been in that when I was working with the
123
conservation
rules here.
team.
Yeah.
And if you stood up, it was like being on a boat.
Yeah.
So you had to sit down because it was incredibly bouncy.
Is this original floor?
So, well, we are back in this speaking part of the house, but the decor we're looking at is from the 1870s, 1880s.
Right.
So this would have been the fourth Marquis of Bath. So he was an ambassador to Italy and Venice. So you've got all these beautiful painted ceilings, paintings on the ceilings, the marquetry and shutters, they're from Florence, they've got beautiful wood inlay, and this reading table, this is reading suite. So the chairs are low, so you can perfectly read by candlelight, because there wouldn't have been electricity then.
So are these real books, are they?
Yes, they are. So this is the anti-library. There's 7 libraries in the house.
Okay.
44,000 books in the collection. And it's the largest private collection in the UK. So amazing.
Yeah.
The painting on the ceiling there is called the 3 Fates, and the 3 maidens are spinning, measuring and cutting the thread is your tongue. Yeah. So there's about 2,000 books in each room. This is Henry who took his chariot to London. He stood outside the house there with traffic going by. So that's Henry as an older man. He's the 6th Marquess. This young man is Seorlin, the 8th Marquess.
The present one. The present one.
Yeah, so I'll show you
his name?
Seorlin.
Is that the guy with the beard that we saw on TV?
No, that's Alexander. He died.
Oh, sorry.
Alexander died. He was the 7th Marquess. He died in 2020. He got ill
Oh,
with
okay.
COVID.
Never.
Yep. So
Lovely,
it's
was
his
it, wasn't it?
son, Seorlin, who's the 8th Marquess. I'll show you
So how old is he then, Seorlin?
I think he's 46.
It's just like I say, I watched Liverpool Park and things, and the other one, the one with the beard, like he's the one I've seen on TV.
I'll show you a picture of him
Okay.
as we go around.
Because they seem quite, you know, see the when the story, they seem like quite a enjoying guy.
He was nice, yeah, he was lovely. So that's the green library. You can just go up to the road here, because the family still use this. So they use this for private dinner parties and receptions. And it's left in a Regency style. It hasn't had the Italian decorating done in there.
Yeah, we can see from here.
Holding your hands. Can we go? Can we?
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
We can't go because there's a rope.
All around, yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh, very nice of you.
And I can see back, it looks really nice.
Look.
Like I said, they have lots of dinner parties and things in here.
Oh wow! Very nice. Very nice, really.
In Chatsworth, in Chatsworth, they had all the table like that. It was all full of all that silver and gold. Remember?
Yeah.
Chatsworth, it was all set out.
Lots and lots of books. How many books?
4,000.
They use that because it's a lovely room. But they don't use these rooms. This is yeah, there's a chair there. This is the Red Library. There's 5,000 books in here, 2,000 next door. So before we open this season, some of us guides clean the books. So we did these 2 rooms. So we've done 7,000 out of 44,000.
Wow.
And they all come off the shelves, clean, and they all go in their order. Yeah, that's right. You'll see our cleaning team, they're conservation trained, you'll see them doing that as you go around. The beautiful ceiling in here, if you look up, you've got those rectangles with the figures in. They look 3D, but they're actually flat. So it's black stretched linen and white paint. And it makes it look Wedgwood, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. And they're positioned so wherever you sit, you can see them. It would have had a chandelier in here because this was a sitting room at one time. But when the fourth Marquess had these ceilings done, you couldn't have the heat, so it would have been gas, oil, or candlelight, and that would have damaged the ceiling. So we move along here.
You noticed that wallpaper? Look at that.
It's beautiful. So that's early embossed wallpaper.
Yeah.
So that's from the 1870s. That would have been hand painted, and it was re-hand painted again in the 90s. So this beautiful desk here is a Charles Andre Buell desk. Now Charles Andre Buell was a cabinet maker to Louis XIV. So this desk now belongs to the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, but it used to belong to the family.
Right.
It had to be sold because of taxes and death duties.
Are you borrowing it back?
No, we're not. We're allowed to keep it. As long as it's like a museum piece.
Yes.
But I'll explain that next door. I'll explain the money side and why some things, not all of them, but some things were sold.
Oh, fun here. Nice.
Yeah, that's fun.
Is it?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, to the left of the doorway, you've got Henry, the sixth Marquess, who took his chariot to London. In 1946, Henry's father died, and Henry inherited the house. This was just after the war, but he also inherited death duties. That equated to over £25 million. And he didn't know how he was going to manage. He wanted to keep the house his ancestor had built. So he was fortunate enough he had some fine furniture to sell and some property. And then he got these rooms ready because they were in disrepair after the war. There wasn't a lot of money about. And also this house has always got something to do to it. So on the 1st of April 1949, Henry opened the doors to the public. It was the first house to do that on a commercial basis. He charged 2 shillings and 6pence, and it was hugely popular. People came in their droves. And then in 1966, Henry had a friend called Jimmy Chipperfield. He ran circuses. Together they came up with the idea of a safari park. So the people were in the cages, in their cars, the animals were outside. But they started with lions. They had 50 lions, and it was then known as the Lions of Longleat.
So I think that's that rings a bell, does it you?
Yeah. Very early days, But these lions...
Chipperfield does,
They weren't so wild then, because some of the lions were from films like Born Free, and some from the circus. They are wild today, They really are.
Are the descendants of those then?
Pardon? Some of them will be, some of them will be.
Somebody asked now, boss, can I get our story of the lions? He says,